This conference will now be recorded.
We can give conditions and we'll check the conditions whether it is correct or no, and we can get
Yes,
the condition
yes,
with the
correct.
result.
And we don't need
By using loop
write
statements,
the
if we
same
want
code
to
again
give
and
like
again.
Okay. Yes, correct. So we want to run any code repetitively, right?
Yes, it is used to
Repeat.
repeat a specific block of a code to a known number of times.
Yes. Some number of times. Number of times. Like you want to run for a 10 number of times or based on a condition. Right? Number of times. Like if you are using a while loop. Okay, while loop is unless and until this condition is true, run this. Okay, till that point run this. Okay, as long as the condition is true, it will run. Okay, and also for loop is for a definite set of number of times. Okay, so we start a for loop from a I0 and I less than 10, so we know that it is running for a finite number of times, right? So some set of number of times, like you already know number of times which is defined, okay, which is in control, you can control. Okay, this is what. So what we use these statements for, some logical operations we can perform. Okay, fine. Now this is done. Okay, so now we will see what is arrays and how we use arrays. Okay, so till now we discussed variables. Variable can store one value, right? If I write integer a, how many values it can store?
10.
One value, right? Only one
No,
value. 10 you
1.
store. If you store 20, it will remove the 10, it will store 20, right? Okay, suppose we want to store multiple values, like set of values, and like you have students, list of students, and you have marks of each student, and you want to store marks. Okay, one student has 10 marks, another has 20, another has 30, another has again 25 or 21 or again 22 out of 30. Okay, these are the marks from out of 30, and you have some set of marks available and you want to store under one name. Like you will ask, why I have to store it one name? I'll store marks 1, marks 2, marks 3, marks 4, like that. Okay, you can store that way also. Okay, so what will happen if you write marks 1, you will store 10, right? Marks 2 equals to, that is 20, you can store like this also. But whenever you are going to access it, it will be difficult. You have to always write marks 1, marks 2. Okay, but if you use the array, this is array. Okay, this is array. If you use, you can have the indexes will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, and you can access with one name. Marks is only the name, indexes will change, nothing else. So you can use it very simply. You can access, print value, change the value, and perform some logical operations, addition, average, everything. So as it is having one name, and it will help you in writing the code. Okay, now how it will store the values when you have array? Array is nothing but, arrays are to store a multiple values. Arrays to store multiple values with one name. Okay, with one name only, with a single name, you can store multiple values. Then that is a array. So marks is a one name. With that one name, you are able to store multiple values. In the memory also, the memory will be allocated like this. A continuous memory will be allocated for array. What is another advantage of array? continuous or contiguous. Okay, the memory is allocated continuous. So now see here, in this only memory is allocated immediately 10, 20, 30, 21, 25, 22, 0. Okay, so these values will be stored. Okay, so these values are stored. So and memory is continuous memory. Indexes are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so these are the indexes. Now you want to access marks of square bracket 1. What is 1? 1 is 20. 1 is 20, right? If we see 1 is 20. Okay, if I write marks of 0, it will be
10.
10. Okay, marks of 2 you write. Marks of, we have to write square bracket. Okay, marks of 2. What it will be?
30.
30. Right? So like this we can access with
I
one name.
joined little late. Hello. We joined little late,
Okay.
so can you explain like what topic is going on so that it will
Yeah.
be easy to
Okay. Let me
understand?
revise. Okay. No worries.
Thank you.
So we are learning arrays. Okay. What is arrays? We are learning. So what is the array? Arrays is to store multiple values with one name. Till now we discussed what is variable. Variable everyone knows. Variable is one value we store at a time. Okay, at a time how many values we can store in an integer a variable? Only one value. Can we store 20, 30, 40 like 3, 4 values? Can we store?
No.
Never. We cannot. What it will
No.
do if we change it to 30, 20 is lost. Data is lost. Now 30 is available. If you print a, it will print 30 only. If you change the value 40, the value 30 gone. Now 40 is available. If you print 40 is printed. But we have a need sometimes in the programming, we want to store multiple values with under one name. So arrays is a solution we have. What is arrays use? So we want to store marks of a 5 students or a 6 students. We have 6 students and we want to store marks of them. We can store marks like this. So the marks with one name we are able to store multiple values 10, 20, 30, 21, 25, 22. These are the marks of the students. Okay, now this is how we define it, but how the memory is allocated? Memory is allocated like this. Okay, the memory is allocated for a marks like this and the values are stored, okay, at a indexes. Index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the indexes. Index means what? To access 10 we have 0 index, to access 20 we have 1 index. Now marks of 1 meaning is, what is the marks of 1 meaning? Tell me. It will point to index 1
20.
means 20.
20.
Right, no doubt. 20. If we say marks of 0, index 0, index 0 means what?
10.
10.
10. Right, so now this is how the arrays are accessed. Now if we print marks of 1 it will print 20, if we print marks of 0 it will print 10. So like this, these indexes are used to access the values at a particular index. So now marks is the array which is able to store multiple values. Okay. Now we will declare one array. Array declaration is also simple. Integer as a data type, square bracket. Okay, you want to give as a marks name. Okay, you can give. And equals to, and in the square, this round, this which one is a curly bracket. Under this curly bracket you can give, okay, marks. Okay, these are the marks, consider these are the marks out of 50 or something like that, right? Semicolon. So consider these are the marks. Now when you create a marks array, the data type you specify first. This is data type. The square bracket represents its array. Okay, for a variable we don't need this square bracket. Okay, Square bracket is this, right? We don't need this for a integer, for a variable, for a non-array variable, right? So it's an array means we have to specify this. Okay, this. Fine. We have to specify. And again, marks is the name of an array. And 4 values are stored means the size of a marks array is 4. The size of array is 4. What is the size of this array marks? 4. Now, what is the size of this array which we declared here? Tell me. 6. 6. Okay, when we have 6 is the size. See, when the size is 6, how many values we are able to store? 5 only. 5 only.
5.
So we are able to store 6 values, but indexes are starting from a 0. So last element index is always size minus 1. Okay, what it is actually? What I wanted to specify here? What is the last element index? Always last element index is size minus 1. Okay, size is 6. 6 minus 1 will become our last element index. So 5 is the last element index. Even though the size is 6, we don't have a element at a index 6. We don't have element, right? We don't have any element. Okay. So this is a logic. Okay, now you understand this. Why I am specifying this? Because we are going to write a for loop. When we will stop the for loop? At a 5 index only. At a 6 we don't have value, so we don't want that. But actually the size is what? The actually size is 6. Actually size is 4. So now tell me what will be the index, last index of this marks array that we
3.
have. This second.
3.
3, right? Obviously 3, correct? 4. Okay,
3.
4 minus 1, it will be 3. 3 will be the last element index. So what is the index? Index is a position of a element, right? Element in array, right? And index will always increase by 1. Okay, there is no other logic. There will be always index start from a 0. No other logic. Always and always starts with 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it will never start from a 1. Indexes will always start from a 0. Indexes will always start from a 0, no other, and always increment by 1. Okay, that is index is nothing but a position of a element inside a array. Fine. Okay, clear. Now if we are declaring marks array like this, and now I want to print the values, okay, using the for loop, how we will write? Okay, I'll write a for loop integer I, okay, and 0, because indexes will start from a 0, so I also will start from a 0. Yes, good, right? It's a good, right? Yes, can we start from a 1?
Yes.
Okay, we will start from a 1 also. Okay, and then we have I less than the size. Okay, size is, what is the
Size is
size?
4. 4.
4.
Yes, size is the 4, right? So now if we want that also, we will write. Okay, fine. So now 4 less than I means 3. 3 it is true. After that it will be false. Okay, now we have curly bracket, and what we will do? We will write system.out.print. Okay, I will not entirely write, but a logic I am writing. Marks. Marks of what I have to write here? Tell me. 0 or a 1
1.
or a I?
1.
1.
Okay, if I write 1, then only it will print only one element, which
1.
is 21. Alright, it will print only 21. Yes or no? If I write exactly 1, always it will print only one value. Now I want to print I value, which is I is always, that is why we will start from a 0. So first it will print 0. I value will change, right? I value initially 0. So it will print marks of 0, that is 20. Next iteration I plus plus 21, right? It will print next value, next value. Yes, yes or no?
Yes.
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 Okay. So now using the I as a index for a array will only give all values in the output. If I write 1, 4 times it will print 21. Okay. That is this. Now, if I start a loop from a 1, what will happen? This
It
20
will
will not
print
be
from
printed.
21.
It won't
20
20
will
is not
not
going to
show.
print it.
This will
until
not be
20.
Start
printed.
from
Only
21.
this will be
Yes.
printed. Correct. Correct. So now we have to start a index from a 0, and always it starts, always it increments by 1. So I plus plus will be able to increment by 1. Okay. So how a for loop will run? We know that, right? For loop will first initialize I value and it will check for a condition. It will go inside, it will print the statement, go to the increment, then again check the condition, go inside, again increment, check the condition, go inside, again increment, check the condition, go inside. So now in this initially I is 0. Okay. Marks of 0 is printed, which is 20. Okay. Next time again it will be I plus plus. I plus plus I value is 1. Now this time I is 1. 1 less than size, yes, true. Size is 4, right? 1 less than 4 is true. True, that is why again it will go inside a loop. Marks of 1, mark I is 1, right? I is 1, so marks of 1, 21 will be printed. Then again increment, again it will go for a increment. Now I is 2, 2 less than 4, condition is true, marks of 2 is 23 will be printed. Okay. Now again I plus plus, now I is 3, 3 less than 4, yes, it's a true, right? 3 less than 4, is it true? Yes or
Yes.
no?
Yes, yes, that's true.
Yes, right,
Yes.
definitely. So now what it will do? The condition is true. It will go inside. Third value is 30. Like index 3 value is 0, 1, 2, 3 index value is 33. It will print. Okay. Then after it will go for an increment. Now the value is 4. 4 less than 4. Condition is true or false?
False.
False.
Condition
False.
is false, yes, then the loop will go outside the loop, then it will not print, it will not print any value, and we don't have any value also, we don't want that loops to run also. Clear? So this is how we can store a array values and print the array values. Fine. So now we will write a program for arrays. Okay. Now we will open a Eclipse and write a arrays. We have Eclipse open. No, we have a Eclipse open. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I'll write a program. We will write a program. Yes, basics is clear. Yes. Can I give
Yes.
a name array? Class name as an array?
No.
No.
Right. Can I give a name as a class? Class name as a class?
No.
No,
No.
we can't give the names because Java has reserved meaning something
Yeah.
for it. So
Keywords.
we will write demo array 1. Okay. And take a main method, check this checkbox. Main method will be created and finish. Okay, it will create a main method. Okay, why did not create a main
You
method?
didn't check in. You didn't check the box.
Okay, I was checked in and I checked. Okay, demo to array program I will write. Okay, so naming convention, what we follow for a class name? First word, first letter capital.
Stat
Second word,
cap
first letter capital.
cap.
Third word, first letter capital. That is camel case. Okay. So now I'll create a mark square bracket. What is a square bracket?
It's an array. It means array.
It indicates that it is an array,
Array.
right? Okay. So these are our values in the array. Okay, something like this. Okay. This also we will write something different values. Fine. Now, how to print the array?
Using for loop.
It's a simple. Using the for loop is okay. Less than what we have size. What is the size? We have to declare the size. Where did we declare? We have not declared, right? Integer size equals to marks of length. So length will return the size. What is the size? 6. The size will be 6. Okay. Now we have size is a 6 I less than 6, till that point loop will run. All right, you can also write the same as it is in this. Instead of size you can write marks dot length. Okay, less than marks dot length. So this line is not needed. But the difference, you can skip this line as well. If you are writing marks of length here itself, that will be also okay. But we will write size. Okay, it will simplify our task. We will write. Now, sys out control space marks of. What do we have to write marks of? Tell me, guys. Tell me. What we have to write in the print statement?
I
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Yes. Okay. So it will print the value. Okay. Now if we run it, run demo array, window show view, console. Yes, array is printed. Yes.
Of I, can we write 0 also, like system.out.println marks I? Yeah, here.
Okay. So now tell me what will be the output here
It's
logically.
going to be only 22.
How
20.
many times it will print 22?
Only 12.
6 times.
6
1, 2, 3.
times.
5, 6 times.
Yes, correct. Always it will print show view console 22 only. Okay. Yes, that is a difference. Now I want to change the values. Okay, I want to change marks of index 2. Index 2 means what we will change? Which value will be changed?
21.
21.
21.
Yes, 21 will be replaced to this. Now I want to change 32. How to change? What will be the index?
4.
4.
4,
32
4.
we want to make it. Okay. 4 index, right? Correct. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now again I will write a for.
It is 32
Again I
plus.
will, yeah, 32 we will change it to 33 or
Okay.
we will change it to 3. Okay. So these are the marks for example. So now again we are printing the values. So now these two values will change, yes or no? So it will, we will print without control space marks after change. Suppose that is a small correction we have to do and these are the marks after the correction. Okay. And run it. Run, right click, run as Java application. Executed. We are not able to see the console. Here it is. Okay. Console is C. Marks are from this 22, 23, 21. After the change 22, 23, 35, 31, 3, 2. Okay, these are the marks. Right, after the change also it printed, before also it printed, right? Okay. So now make a note of this program. Everyone make a note of this program. Similar to this integer array, we can create all the arrays. Like you can create a double array. Okay, double D and array, it can store the decimal values. Okay, 10, like 21.23. Okay, 23 point. Again, you have 25, 33.45. So double will store the decimal value. Okay, this can also be your character array. Also, you can create character and ch equals to, and character can store a, right? And you have e you want to store. Okay, then you can store f, and then you can store r. Okay, single characters it will store, yes or no? Character can only store the single character. Okay, this is a character array, double array, integer array. So we can create arrays of all the data types that we have. We can create array of string also. String array, how we create? Names of array. Okay, suppose names is a array. This square bracket you can give first also or at the after the variable also. Here I gave after the variable, here we give before the variable, that is fine. Somewhere you have to give that bracket, so it is array. So now names is a array and this names of array is storing the names and string is represented in the double quotes, right? Yes or no, guys? String is stored
Yes.
in a double quote. Yes, Sarita? Right?
Yes.
Yes. And your array can store one value also. It is not mandatory that you store 10 values, 20 values. You can have one value or more value. You can have empty array. Okay. String name is a array. And this can be empty also. There is no value. You can, okay, you can create empty also. But there is no value means what is the use? No use, right? And the arrays you declare like this, the size will be fixed. There is 4 size, you can only change the values. Now instead of how we change the value, index 2 value is 35, you cannot increase the size. You cannot store at a 6 index some value because the size is not declared initially. You have declared 5 value, 6 values. Okay, means last element index is 5. So you cannot increase the size later on. Whatever is the size, that is fixed at this declaration point only. Size is fixed while you declare. Okay. So this will not work logically. Okay. but it is not showing any error. If we run this marks of again we will take marks, and what it will print, size, it is okay, it is same. And now we will run this. Okay, run as Java application. We will see will that, okay, there is a exception. It is showing that array index out of bound exception. The index 6 is out of bound, length is 6, so this is not allowed. Even if you are storing this, it cannot print that. Okay, even if you are storing it, sixth element is not printed, it is showing exception while you execute. If you remove this, the exception will go. Save and run as, now run as Java application. And now I will open the console, show view console. Now exception is gone. Okay, okay, exception is gone. Now make a note of this program. Everyone able to understand, guys? Anita, Shraddha, Vedita, yes?
Yes.
Yes, okay, make a note of this.
Yeah.
Priyan, string name will give number also. Hello, Priya, are you there?
Yes, yes, Urvashi, what is your question?
Priyan, string in strings will give number also to write the name. I mean, like if
Okay,
we'll
so
write
now you want to store like this. Am I
yes,
right?
no,
Okay,
not like this. We have written the name, but in integer I is equals to name, and we'll give the size also. I is greater than size I plus plus. We'll write this also.
for loop.
Yes, for loop, like for name also.
Yes, we can
So
write
how
for
will we
name
write the
also. Yes.
code for
Okay, sure.
okay.
Okay, now for loop, copy paste. What is the size of these names? Names. You can write, I told you, right? Names dot length. We can write, and I plus plus.
Mhm.
And now instead of marks, we will write names.
Okay.
What things will change? The names is a array. So length also we want for a names array. Names we want to print. So names of the I we will write. And instead of this, you can store integers also, but if as long as you write in a double quotes, it will accept as a string. This will be treated as a string name. Okay. Anything you write in double quotes, Java will consider it as a string. Okay, string you give a. Okay, string is, suppose you have address. Okay, what your address will contain? A2, okay, ABC, area, and then city, right? So your address can contain numbers also, anything, right? That everything. So commas is not allowed. And your city, this is your address. So numbers, if you provide in the double quotes, Java will take it as a string. But if you write anything as a without double quotes, it's not allowed. It's not allowed. You have to write in a double quotes only. Then it is string. Single quote is array, sorry, character. What is single quote? Everything you mention in a single quote is a character. Java will take it as a character. Okay. Yes, completed. Okay, so now can you create a array of age, okay, where you will store multiple students age? Okay, you have to create a age as an array and print the array values. Okay, create array of age of type integer, okay, and print the values of array. Yes, can you write this program? Yes, can you
Yes.
write?
Yes.
Okay, write it. Everyone write this program. Yes. Okay. Write this program, everyone. Vanilla, correct? Yes, correct. Able to write. Others? Okay. So you can create a array of names and print the array of names also. Can you write a program? Who completed this? Can you write a program to create array of names and print the name? It should be a string type of array.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Yes, you can write names of array and print the values.
Priya, in my
Yes.
age, like I print age, but it's showing error.
Okay. Okay.
Like
You
in the
want to show?
second line, like is in size, yeah, it's showing. I'll share my screen.
Okay, fine. I made you presenter. Yeah, now you can present.
Can you see my screen? Yeah, it's showing error here in like 44 number.
Yeah, wait a minute, we will see. Integer size, age is integer you have, okay, and four values, size integer. Size did you declare already? Go scroll up.
No, I did not.
Yes, no, scroll up, you declared somewhere. Scroll, yeah, size line
This
number
one?
10, it's already size, line number 10, integer size is declared, right? So now at
Okay.
line number 44, remove int. The size you can reuse,
Actually, I
variables you
declared
can
here
reuse.
also. Like in 23rd also, I wrote the size equals to marks.
That is
Only
fine.
for
You
that.
cannot write again as an integer. So it is integer
Okay.
you have to remove. Yeah, size is fine. You can reuse. Okay, so now what is age of I? There is a problem for a age of I. I equals to 0. I less than size. Save the program. Save it. Okay. System dot out dot println. That's a correct. And age
No, it's
of
showing error. This shows error.
yeah.
HI.
Uh, I cannot be resolved to a variable. I is not a variable. It is saying why I is not a variable. For I equals to 0. I less than size. I plus plus. Create a local variable. It's a variable, local variable only. What is the problem, guys, here? Can you see at line number 50? There should be a no problem.
You want me to run as one more? I'll run as one more time.
Mm-hmm.
It's still showing problem.
Okay.
So like in 39, line number 39, I wrote this name I as this. So this will not be the problem, right? Because of this.
Sorry.
Like in line number 39, I wrote name I here.
Yeah, that
So
is
it will
fine.
is the same.
Variables we can reuse. I is already there. It doesn't mean we cannot use. We can use again I. It should not show any error. Okay, remove that. I make it j and integer j equals to 0. J less than size. You write another variable. Okay, remove and the for loop also. Integer j equals to 0. J less than size and j plus plus. Okay, now save it. Yeah, now also there is a error. So there is a problem for a age. Okay, that is not a variable. J cannot be. Okay, that is a problem with this. Another issue. There is a problem with system dot. Remove that line number 50 and write it again. Remove that line number 50. Hmm? Remove. Now write sys out control space.
I don't know why it does not work for me.
Yeah, control space. That never works. Okay. Copy
Yeah.
line number 39.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
work.
did.
Now what you will write? Age, square bracket, and J.
Still showing error.
Still showing it. Okay, did you use age again previously? Scroll up. What was that? You used marks, you used
No.
integer, you used size, you used. Okay. Okay, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Remove that. You write a new program. In that, you write this about a age. Remove this code for a entire. This for loop you remove. Okay, line number 49,
Okay.
48, 51.
So what about
That four
this?
lines.
Okay. Okay.
Line number 48 to 51. Remove that and run the program now. Run it. We will see the output of that names and other things, right? At least that code is correct.
Yeah, that
Okay.
is
See
working.
the output. Okay.
Area of
Now
age is
create
also
a new.
working.
That is also working. So create a new class entirely, and in that new class, create a variable array age and then print the value. Okay, that will
Okay.
work. So
I'll do that.
that is maybe some arrays or some things are already used. Okay, Shraddha, your program is correct. Okay. So Shraddha, you are using I as a capital I, and in the age you are printing I as a small I. You have
No,
to use
actually,
capital.
I typed in iPad, so it's not working.
Okay.
Yes.
It's not working.
I mean, it's I forgot the change. Sorry, it's not
Okay,
working.
yeah.
Yeah.
We have to use the same case
Yes.
because Java will consider it
Yes.
as
Yes.
a different.
Yes. I'm writing in Eclipse like a small I, and I'm using that.
Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, guys. So tomorrow we have a class at 8:30 p.m. IST for a database. Okay. So we will continue weekend Saturday class for a API testing and database testing. Okay.
What time, Priya?
And
Time?
Priya,
8:30
can you
p.m.
please share yesterday's class recording?
It is in the LMS.
No, it's not in the LMS.
In something else.
No, it's not
Yeah,
there.
it's not in LMS.
Yesterday's class is not available.
No, not yesterday and before that.
No.
Okay, I'll update that.
I mean,
Okay,
like
right
in
now.
yes, yeah, because it's showing something else. Like on 23rd March, there's some other class, Java loop
Hmm.
statement or locker that is
Okay.
showing.
Okay,
Oh, it's
yesterday's
showing
class
like
I'll update.
what is test ng and what how to use auto annotation.
Hmm.
We did not
Yeah,
we had
that is
not done
premium
this.
class. Okay. Yeah, I'll add that yesterday's class, and this is about tomorrow 8:30 p.m. IST. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Priya.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Priya.
Thank you, Priya.
Thank you, Priya.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Priya, can you check in chat? I wrote about the names also program.
Okay. Yes, yes. I saw your program. Vanilla names. You have Vanilla Suman. Array of names. Yes, it is correct. Okay.
Okay,
Very
thank
good.
you. Bye, Priya.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.